Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video, brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, guys, we're basically into Fed day here. We should be getting the Fed report out any minute here. It's just about 2 p.m. Eastern time. Notice the markets had a nice gap up today, and again, it's just gone perfectly sideways as we wait to hear from the Fed. S&P's within about 0.5% of the all-time highs. Dow's basically right there as well at the all-time highs as we continue to trade here. Been a good trading morning. This morning we had some good scalping opportunities in the market across the board. Some movers today. Apple down slightly across the board. Apple actually has a small bullish pattern here on the intraday chart as long as it holds and does not close below the moving averages. Fed should be out in about 18 seconds. I am taking you live to this report, folks, as again we continue to watch across the board. JPM's up 5 cents. Goldman's up $1.65. Google's up 38 cents. Baidu's up $1.75. A couple weak stocks out there. Caterpillar down $1.50 today, and Deere, which are two stocks that are directly related to China, and they are both doing very poorly. All right, here we go, guys. Let's see what this market does. Market should be getting it out here. We are getting it. Let me listen in live here. Fed leaves rates unchanged, obviously. Market so far not reacting. Basically, the market's wondering if they're going to be more hawkish, maybe saying we're going to stop QE eventually, something like that. So far, so good. Market so far upticking just a little bit on the Fed announcement, getting a little bit more juice. Let's see if it holds. Sometimes the first move is the faulty move, but so far a nice little uptick. Nothing major thus far. They continue to say their target for the Fed funds rate is 0 to 0.25%, which is the same it's been. They repeat that they'll keep funds rates at current levels with jobless rate above 6.5%, so no change. As long as that jobless rate stays above, no change. Market's coming in a little bit of minor selling coming on here. Nothing major still. Gold down ticking. Nice little drop on the GLD. Let me jump to the GLD. GLD getting a nice flush there. Wow, went all the way down to the 200 real quickly, now rebounding right back up. That's the intraday GLD chart you're seeing. Oil trading higher today, dollar index. Nice little dump on the dollar here, UUP coming in. Nice little sell on the UUP. That's usually good for the markets when the dollar sells. All right. Again, jumping back to the SPY. Really almost no change. It's amazing how limited the movement is here on the SPY off this announcement thus far. The Fed seems, everything I'm hearing is the Fed is basically staying pat. All right? For the most part, they're staying pat. Fed expects highly accommodative policy will remain appropriate for considerable time. Nothing there. That's the normal statement. Yeah, really, there's nothing to me. Nothing that I've seen. And I guess the market's basically had it perfectly priced in thus far. Looks like we're starting to uptick just a little bit again as the dollar continues to remain weak on the dovish. Dovish means positive for the market statement by the Federal Reserve. All right, guys. A couple stocks in motion today. OMPI, Obagi Medical Products, getting bought out today. Nice premium there. Trading up $4.33. Beautiful little move there. It's interesting because you can see the chart was kind of holding steady, just chopping all of the early period of January, February, and early March, while the rest of the market was going parabolic. Today's their day in the sun as they get a nice boost there. Very nice move on OMPI. Affymetrix getting a bounce today. This stock basically said a couple days ago they might be filing for bankruptcy. Stock got trounced yesterday, getting an actual decent bounce today. Not even close to rebounding to what it lost yesterday, but the mirror aspect is 22-cent gain to make that 24 cents now is a 24% gain on the stock on the day, which is a very nice move as well. All right, a couple bigger stocks. Let's go into some bigger boys here. BlackBerry or Research in Motion. Good day here. Notice the stock broke above the moving averages. Confirmed here. Consolidated, broke out. Beautiful breakout there on BlackBerry or Research in Motion. Apple continues to hold steady here, down about $2.50, trying to uptick. We talked about this bullish pattern when I first started this video, and it's trying to push up here. Market, again, is really not doing a whole lot. Let's just jump back to the SPY here. You can see basically no action whatsoever. Wow. Now, there will be a press conference starting up shortly here for the Fed. Inflation running, the Fed saying somewhat below long-term objectives, long-run objectives. That's going to obviously change, though, once the whole world gets back to normal growth. Then you'll have massive inflation. Today, FedEx, one of the big movers today, FedEx. Earnings were not pretty here. FedEx just made a new 52-week low, beautifully piercing here the 100 even number, now trying to get a bounce back. This is a big drop. I shouldn't say 52-week low. It's not a 52-week low, just an intraday low, as the stock is down $7, about 6% on the day. Really nice fall there on that stock. FedEx really getting pounded today. That's a big drop for FedEx. If you take a look at the daily chart, you can see this is actually a pretty big river theory today. This is a classic river theory, which is a proprietary signal. Gaps below the 20, the 50, and this pivot low, and look at it continue to fall. Great river theory there. That's a classic river theory, folks. It's proprietary methodology here taught at InTheMoneyStocks.com. What else do we have here? JPM's basically flat, nothing doing here. Really, to be honest, it's somewhat of a annoying Fed announcement because it just doesn't give us much volatility. It was a great trading morning this morning, and then I figured it would be dead lunch, which it was, and then we get a little bit of action later in the day, but really not much, to be honest. The Fed keeping things very much the same. No change whatsoever that I'm hearing. All right. Labor market conditions show signs of improvement. Yeah, we know that. We'll continue asset purchase until labor market outlook improves substantially. So they're basically saying they're keeping the drugs in the vein of the market. I mean, that's what it really comes down to. Which again, we'll pay for eventually, but let's enjoy the party while it's on. As long as we're not the ones. Well, I mean, in some ways, we'll have to be the ones to clean things up. As probably your dollars will be worth half of what they are eventually. But for now, let's party it up. That's my policy. I'm just here to trade, and I'll trade in any market. So might as well rock and roll. Small cap Cali, China Automotive just popping up on my radar here. Small cap play. A little bit of a pop there on a small amount of volume. Nice pattern on that chart. Very nice pattern. All right. Keeping an eye on NVGN, which is a biotech. Nice chart here. I actually like this chart quite a bit. Look at this chart, and you can see I've been playing around with it a little bit today, so I'm keeping a close eye on this. Let me just see here. So again, so you can see it clearly. Chart right there. And what I like about this is the low from the gap up on that good news basically was kissed yesterday and today. So there should be a lot of support here. Downside resistance or support would be the 200 worst case, which is around 380, 375. But this is a very nice chart. This is the type of chart that you'll see a bounce on this thing back to the 20 MA right here, which will be around the $6 level. So I actually anticipate a bounce probably this week or next week in the realm of a move back to $6 on NVGN. Trades okay volume daily. Today it'll do about 60,000, probably 70,000 if it doesn't run. It's basically between 50 and 100,000 daily. That's the type of volume you've been seeing on NVGN lately. Apple still down 260, but again, if you look at your intraday chart, it is trying to move up. Not much, but you're getting a little bit of a pop off that bull flag. Google remains positive. JPM inching up. Goldman's still strong today. Nice move on Goldman. Goldman had a beautiful float right into the 20. Small pop there. And again, just going back to the spiders, folks, on this Fed announcement, you are getting a little bit more action now coming in. Beautiful little action as the markets are upticking. Yesterday, I covered a majority of the shorts that I had, which was the perfect move. We covered them right down here at the market low, which is exactly what you wanted to do. Take those profits because you know the buy the dip mentality is in this market. I've been telling people that I still think the market has another leg up in it. All right, so that's obviously the reason why I wanted to take those profits very quickly, and now it looks like we might be getting that today on today's action. Next stop will be the 52-week all-time highs on the S&P 500, the SPY, that's 157.50. Look for that in the next week, in my opinion. Actually, I think this week we probably actually hit those levels. We're basically $2 away now on the spiders, and we'll watch closely. All right, on that note, I'm going to get back to trading, guys. Looks like we're getting a little bit more action here off this Fed statement, so I want to see exactly what's going on here. Come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Plenty of trades out there. Love the market this morning. Great profit. Beautiful thing about today was that the trades were all easy. They came perfectly into the levels I gave our traders in the Intra Day Stock Chat. They got perfect bounces. It's really all you could ask for. So that's what we saw this morning. Now it looks like we'll get some more of that this afternoon. So I'm going to get back to trading, get back to being with my members here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon.